Hello and welcome. My name is Firdaus Jamin and today we are going to discuss about generations of computers on the basis of time period. How computers has been categorized according to their timeline and what are their features. So the first question is, what is computer? So computer is a machine that can be programmed. You can store all sort of information in it and then computer will process them according to your command and will give output or desired result. Okay, so this is about computer, a brief. Next we have first generation. So the timeline of first generation is from 1940 to 1956 and the computers which were made during this generation, it uses vacuum tubes for circuitry, magnetic drum for memory. For storage of memory there was use of magnetic drum. It generates lots of heat because it was huge in size and there was need of AC. So in first generation there use of vacuum tubes. It is something like this. It's a glass, then it has all the wires, cathodes and all the things being installed inside the glass. It is very large, the computers of first generation, and because it has lots of wires due to which lots of heats are produced, and that is why there is need of AC. The computers of first generation programs in machine language. Examples are Mark 1, ENIAC, EDVAC, UNIVAC, IBM 701 and IBM 650. So this was all about first generation computer. Next we have second generation. The time period is from 1956 to 1963 and in this generation there is use of transistor. Transistor is something like this. You must have seen it or Google it for the photo. And this one is cheaper in comparison to vacuum tubes. It consumes less power and it is more faster and reliable. Okay, and the language that it understands is machine language as well as assembly language. So this is the new addition in this second generation. And for primary storage there is use of magnetic tapes and for secondary there is use of magnetic disk. Okay. Example are COBOL, Fortran, IBM 1401, IBM 1402, PDP-1. So these are examples of second generation computers. Next we have third generation. Timeline is from 1964 to 1971 and their use of integrated circuits, and to have this integrated circuit there is a small scale integration or medium scale technology is being used. Means under integrated circuit, the circuits are being integrated to each other. Okay, it is being integrated to each other. That is why it is known as also small scale integration. And in this there is use of high level language. So this is a new addition. In second we had machine level and assembly level, and in third we are having directly high level language. Examples are PDP-8, ICL 290, IBM 360, IBM 370. Next we have fourth generation. Time period is from 1971 and it is still in use. That is why we don't have the end timeline of this, but in most of the cases it is being kept till 2010. Under this fourth generation there is use of microprocessor, and because of the use of microprocessor it includes large scale integration of capacitors, resistors and other required things. It seems something like this, very micro. Okay, and during this generation only there was development of portable computers. Portable computers means that something that you can easily shift from one place to another. It is easy to handle and easy to use, unlike previous generation computer that was very large in size and it consumes very lot of energy and producing lots of heat. So most important thing about fourth generation is that first time supercomputers were made during this time period. Okay, next we have there is use of RAID technology for data storage. We had magnetic drum, magnetic disk, magnetic tape. Now we have RAID in this generation. Full form is redundant array of inexpensive disk. So this technology is being used for data storage in the fourth generation. There is use of virtual reality multimedia, that is 3D, and simulation. It helps in performing mathematical modeling process. Languages are C, C++, DBase, etc. Here we have A specific name, that is C, C++, C++, DBase. Examples are IBM PC, Apple Macintosh. Okay, PC is for portable computers. Next we have 5th generation. So its timeline is from 2010. It's still going on. Okay, in this, parallel processing hardware are used, artificial hardware storage are used, high level languages like C, C++, Java, .NET. These generations are basically used in robotics and game playing and other heavy things. Examples are desktop, laptop, notebook, ultrabook, Chromebook. So all these are example of 5th generation. And in 5th generation, the most important is about AI, artificial intelligence. That is, everything is based on algorithm. Whatever you do, there is constant collection of your data, and accordingly your web browser, your applications where you are logged in, they are being customized and personalized. For example, if you surf any product on Amazon, so if you open the Google, same product you will see there in the form of ad. If you go somewhere else, Facebook or anywhere, so it is being customized constantly. And this is where AI, artificial intelligence, works, that it customizes the things according to you, to your need. Next we have, so first supercomputer was developed known as Param Shiva in 1991, and it is being installed at IIT BHU. And the man behind its development was Vijay Bhatnagar Pandurang. He is also known as father of Indian supercomputer. It is developed by CDAC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing in Pune. So this is a brief about supercomputers development in India. Next we have few MCQs. Okay, so the first question is, 3rd generation computers used what? Vacuum tubes, resistor, transistor, ICs. So the correct answer is going to be 4th, that is ICs. Vacuum tubes, it is counted in the 1st generation. Okay. Next we have only language which computer understands. So the only language which computer understands is machine level language. Next we have abbreviations. It is very important for the NET exam. So the first one is ENIAC. It stands for Electronic Numerical Integrated and Computer. Then EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer. UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. IBM, International Business Machines. Then COBOL, Common Business Oriented Language. Fortran, Formula Translation. PDP, Program Data Processor. So this was for today. If you like this video, then please like it, share it and subscribe the channel. Thank you.